Terrorists in Iraq have reportedly beheaded 4 Christian children who refused to denounce Jesus and convert to Islam. A church leader in Baghdad describes the savage attack.
ISIS turned up and they said to the children, "You say the words that you will follow Mommy." They said, "Say the words." They said, "No, we can't." They chopped all their heads off.
Horrible. Meantime, there are growing fears that ISIS will set its sight on the U.S. homeland. Look at this brand new Fox News poll. Huge majority, 81%, say the terror group will soon try to carry out an attack on U.S. soil. This number slightly up from last month. So how real is this danger? Pete Hegseth, CEO of Concerned Vets for America and a Fox News contributor. Heartbreaking to hear that vicar talk about these 4 children, all under the age of 15, beheaded because they stood up for their Christian faith.
You will denounce Jesus, and if you do not, you will be killed. And in the process, they ended up killing all 4 of those boys, cutting their heads off for their faith.
It's absolutely horrendous.
It is a level of brutality we cannot relate to. These are modern-day Nazis. These are ideologues who feed on the blood, on the violence. We're hearing more and more inside Mosul and other places of more violence like this as they're getting not desperate per se, but the radicalization takes them to a place where violence begets more violence. So we'll see if recent attempts in Mosul to take that city back will happen or not. But these stories remind us of the vicious nature of this enemy and how far they'll go in trying to deliver whatever justice they believe their faith requires.
All right, so we're talking about this happening over in the Middle East, but that poll is staggering. 81% of all of us here in the U.S. believe that ISIS is coming here.
Well, there's no doubt ISIS has seized the psychology, right? I mean, 81% believe they're coming here, and they're right to believe that ISIS is focused on America. The question is, do they have the capability? They've focused on lone wolf attacks through a heavy emphasis on social media and trying to motivate, and you've seen their social media far advanced from what Al-Qaeda ever did. And there's also a focus on the southern border. I'm close to some folks in the House Armed Services Committee who are very concerned about things they've seen on the southern border related to activity down there of foreign fighters, like nationality of folks attempting to cross the border who won't carry the black flag of ISIS and say, "I'm from ISIS," but there's a lot of question about the allegiance. So I don't want to overplay the threat. It's much more psychological and sort of a lone wolf focus. It's not clear that Baghdadi is as shrewd and sophisticated long-term thinking as bin Laden was, but he's a little bit more ruthless and bloodthirsty, which may not manifest itself here immediately, but they'd like to, and clearly they've seized our psychology.
All right, so the Senate Select Committee still